Emotionally immature individuals often live in a state of internal instability, not because their circumstances are inherently terrible or chaotic, but because they lack emotional regulation skills. Emotional regulation is the ability to recognize, process, and respond to feelings without overwhelm or being reactive. When regulation is limited, even minor stressors can seem like significant threats. A delayed response, a shift in tone, uncertainty in a conversation. Because they struggle to manage their internal state, uncertainty is almost intolerable. The mind attempts to resolve discomfort quickly, often by assigning meaning where none is clear. So instead of sitting with, I don't know, the thought process moves to something is wrong. More specifically, something wrong is being done to me. A pattern of hypervigilance develops. Attention becomes oriented towards scanning for danger, rejection, or betrayal. Neutral behaviors may be filtered through a defensive lens. Silence can feel like punishment. Disagreement can feel like abandonment. Their nervous system acts as if the emotional interpretations are confirmed reality. Thus, the cycle repeats. Their body remains in a low stress response state, primed to attack. And over time, this minimizes perception. Instead of seeing a range of possibilities, the individual defaults to threat-based conclusions, worst-case scenarios, which can lead to defensiveness, withdrawal, or emotional outbursts, all of which are attempting to protect the self, not actually in response to accurate reality. This behavior creates a strain in most of the emotionally immature individuals' relationships. Others feel misinterpreted, accused, or responsible for emotions that they didn't cause. These patterns are not necessarily rooted in malice. They reflect developmental gaps where the immature person was not modeled or taught regulation skills. However, origin does not negate impact. As adults, we are responsible for gaining skills that we didn't acquire. Improving emotional regulation includes increasing tolerance for discomfort, learning to pause before assigning meaning, and learning to distinguish between internal feelings and external facts. It requires the ability to tolerate uncertainty without immediately resolving it through assumption. And this does allow for a more accurate perception of others. Low emotional regulation turns ordinary living into a threat. The world becomes something to monitor rather than something to engage with. Developing regulation skills broadens interpretation and perspective and makes life less about managing fear and accepting reality as it is. Have a good day.